see your screen at this point?
Oh yeah, just give me 1 second.
Oh yeah, take your time.
Hello everyone and welcome to Codebusting. I am your host, Code Marvelous, and I am again joined by my co-host, Sanjay.
Hello!
And we are going to be taking my smoke deck for a spin, and we're going to see how we do. We're very excited that you could all join us this evening for me to play my favorite runner. She's the best. Objectively. No, she's not. Smoke is interesting because Smoke is, like, you can see Damon's fingerprints on this ID because she is a objectively runner. No, she's not. She's a runner that thrives. Smoke is interesting in a meta that Damon would have liked to have existed. Do you know what I'm saying?
Oh,
yeah, like a run-based, set-up, big rig type deal.
Yeah, absolutely. I feel like the more Smoke is good, the more degenerate Smoke is, the better, the more fun the meta probably is.
Yeah.
But I mean, even in this meta, Smoke is like a solid tier 1.x, and what that X is a matter of debate.
Yeah. So, let's take her for a spin. I've got the adaptation of my my internet famous build. Some notable changes. I put in an Ottman because people playing CI and people playing Mother Goddess, and it really sucks to lose because you don't have an AI breaker. I went up to 3 indexings. I cut the RDI because everybody's running so fast to deal with Cypher. You can't really deal with any tempo hits of any kind. And you have 2 Mad Dash and a Freedom through Equality to help close the game a lot faster. And Mad Dash has helped her out just a tremendous amount because it makes the first indexing so much better and just puts people on threat. Like, if you can get to 5 points with 1 indexing in the early to mid game, it'll completely alter the corpse behavior for the rest of the game. Beyond that, I'm still keeping in my 1 Ghost Runner. We've got 1 Bath, 1 Film Critic. I put in some daily casts to give us more just money that just always works. And we got the normal stuff. And we got Astrolabe, because Astrolabe is Smoke's console. Most notably, there's no asset spam plan because I kept trying to design. This is an important point of conflict with me with other people trying to build Smoke. I kept trying to add cards to give Smoke a better matchup against asset spam, and all I was ever doing was making it going from a nightmarish matchup to a really bad matchup. So it's just why am I wasting 4 slots and 4 influence on making a matchup slightly more survivable instead of just focusing on how I win? Does that make any sense?
Yeah, I mean, I'm hoping that, there's, different tiers of anti-asset spam tech, and I think there's 1 tier of anti-asset spam tech, which is hard R&D pressure, where you can just say, okay, your remotes, that looks terrible, I'm just going to go to your central servers.
Right.
And I think that's probably a thing that I like to resort to because it's not very fun to resort to check remotes. That said, that's probably the better thing to do, and Smoke can't really do it.
Right, she can't do it. She can't do it.
It'll be interesting if Desperado goes on off the most wanted list, what Smoke can do with that console.
Well, I mean, if Temujin goes on and Desperado comes off, then you could conceivably do 2 Desperado in place of the 6 influence for Temujin. Yeah. And then add another daily cast and Katie and some other just neutral money, but I don't know how good that would be. I would have to actually do serious testing to see how much Desperado actually really helps.
Because one interesting thing that I've realized with Net and Recur is that it's sort of a Desperado.
It is sort of a Desperado.
Yeah.
But it's better because it's not actually in your credit pool, so it can't be closed accounts.
True.
But yeah, even though they could just trash it. But
Sure.
So let's do it. Let's find ourselves a match and let's see how we can do. Let me fire up the music.
Nice.
And Balder is going to try desperately to get into my lap, as is his way. Hopefully people can hear that. I changed some settings on the software, so people will have to let me know if they can hear the music.
Yeah, non-me people. One of the things that people at home don't realize is that I'm not listening to the music. It's the one way in which I get a worse, I think, stream experience than everyone else.
Yeah, you don't get the Neo Tokyo
soundtrack.
soundtrack.
It's really soothing. It's very nice stream music in my opinion. Titan. What a delightful Wayland identity.
Look at this opener. Unfortunately, we still mulligan it.
Do we mulligan this?
Yeah, absolutely. We have no Temujin, and we have no Netmerker.
Okay.
That's way better.
Wow, this is beautiful. This hand is great. Would we consider early indexing a trap as much as early medium?
Yeah. Look, somebody's smart.
Nice.
All right, so here's what we're gonna do. See, here's my only problem. We need 2 sources of stealth because if we need a killer, so we're actually just gonna do a setup turn. We're gonna click for 1 draw. We're gonna click for 2 draw. Oh, the film critic against Wayland.
This is not bad.
So we're gonna sure gamble, and then we're going to daily casts. And I'm gonna explain a couple of thought processes. The reason I didn't double sure gamble is because we're still at a level of money where they think, hey, maybe I can rush out an agenda. So saving the sure gamble on the film critic so it's not visible makes it so that we could potentially bait out a rush score. Now they didn't do that, but it's something to keep in mind.
Oh, that's really cool. Yeah. This should be an exciting stream because you have a lot of piloting experience with Smoke, and that is exciting.
So there's draw 1, draw 2. So now we have our second source of stealth. So what we're going to do is we're going to hit sure gamble, and we're going to put down SMC. Again, we're not going to put down the cloak because we don't want our opponent to know what our stealth potential is.
Right. And we are playing the version of Smoke that I'm more excited about, which is the one with Switchblade, because that is such a delightful...
I have never played a killer in Smoke besides Switchblade. Dagger is so bad. Because, okay, if you think about most of the code gates that are popular right now are all multi-subroutine. So even though Houdini or Refractor, whichever is better for your meta, is really efficient on boosting, you are getting usually taxed 2 to 3 credits on subroutines. You can't also then be taxed 2 to 4 credits on sentry subroutines.
Oh, that makes a lot of sense.
Like, you have... The whole premise of building a good stealth deck, in my opinion, is building up to the point where you're basically making one set of ice completely blank, another set of ice half blank, and then you have one that you have to break normal. That's usually the best efficiency you can get while still having a functional deck. So let's draw. Sorry, I know I'm chewing everybody's ear off.
Oh, no, that's fine.
Alright, so we're going to put down Netmerker because now we don't need to put the cloak down right away.
Right.
And then we're going to check HQ, and of course, since we're up against Wayland and there could be snares, we're not going to run last click because we're not dum-dums.
Should we have thought about installing the film critic? I guess it's fine.
We could.
Yeah.
So this is one where I'm not even going to bother breaking it.
Yeah.
I'm just going to bounce, and then we're going to put down the sacrificial construct.
Nice. That'll take a lot of teeth out of Sapper.
That's true.
Yeah. I mean, I guess Titan is exciting because they have the influence to be playing, 2 to 4 influence worth of just whatever their favorite ice is.
Right. So our opponent kind of senses the noose tightening.
Yeah.
So they're probably going for a rush. So we're going to draw.
Ooh.
So do we think it's a barrier? Well, let's just basically treat this self-modifying code as our killer. Is there any... There's no code gate besides Mausolus that we really fear, right?
No.
And if they res a bulwark, that's just a straight victory for us.
Yeah, I mean, if there was a bulwark, we're gonna index them to hell.
Yeah, so I think in this case, we are going to put down Refractor, put down Film Critic, and we're going to run that server.
Yeah. I like this even if. Oh, Sapper, nice. I like this even if we. Now we could just get through it with the sacrificial construct, so that might not be good enough.
We don't want to waste that if we don't have to.
That makes sense. Yeah, because I guess if this is a sapper, we can. Oh, nice.
So let's break it.
Now, how much have you vacillated between Houdini and Refractor with
So
this raid?
originally I was all in on Houdini, but the problem is it doesn't boost for 1 credit, so it's harder to farm net Mercur bucks. So
That
there's
makes sense.
the Atlas.
Oh, I love it.
We are going to put that on Film Critic.
That's disappointing if you're Titan Transnational. Because that looked like a pretty good server.
Also, Refractor is the same as Houdini for breaking DNA tracker, right? It only gets crazy if there's multiple 6 strength code gates, which there usually are not.
Yes.
So we can afford to kind of have a turn off here.
Oh, definitely.
So what we're going to do is we are going to take the...
Yeah, let's take it. We earned it.
Yep, and then we're going to get a buck, and then we're going to run archives, and we're going to do the trick.
I love it.
And then we will jack out, just in case they're running C-Source.
Yeah. Now, if they're running successful demonstration, credit to them.
Yeah, literally.
Oh, true. Yeah.
Okay, so this is, like, has to be a barrier of some kind.
If it doesn't have a barrier, if that's not a barrier, they are the boldest people in the world. I guess it could be a sapper, but it's probably neither.
All right, so we didn't fish what we wished.
Yeah.
So we're still going to face check this.
Yeah.
Because whatever it is, we're going to be able to break. And if we can't break it, at least they spent more money on keeping us out.
I love it.
So there's the ice wall. We're still going to do the trick.
Yeah.
And then we're going to jack out. And then we're going to get rid of 1 of the additional copies of Netmerker.
Now, you said that with a little bit of hesitation.
It's because
you fear Foxfire?
Yeah, freaking Ian makes me gun shy about Foxfire.
Yeah. Big ups. I mean, I guess you did say I'm playing Smoke, so if these people...
there it is. So, we are now ready to rock, but we're not going to put it down yet. We're going to go like that, and then we're going to run archives, and we're going to farm a net Mercur buck.
I love it.
And we're going to jack out, and we're going to pitch Ottman. We haven't used our clone chip, so if we need it by emergency, we can always go hunt for it. And the really scary thing is, we now have everything we need to win this game.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. And Mother Goddess is not going to do anything this game. Chimera isn't going to do anything this game. And Excalibur can't do much. I don't think the Utman's not going to be that useful.
So, click 1, we're going to draw. That's something that we want to potentially install this turn, but let's see if we can make them spend some money.
Yeah.
Let's just check R&D and see how taxing it potentially is. There's Bailiff.
Nice.
So out we go.
We can do the trick, though, right?
Oh, yeah, we can do the trick.
Oh,
well, I didn't do it. So let's get Beth down. Then let's go Archives. Do the trick.
I mean, I am enjoying this false sense of security we're hopefully giving them from their barriers.
Yeah. And one of the biggest things with Smoke, as you said earlier, is since they know that their ice is eventually going to be blank, not letting them know that their ice is blank yet is really important. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Should we go take that agenda? They're very rich, which is annoying.
Yeah.
But we do have Film Critic.
Yeah, it's kind of tough, right? Because we're going to be super poor at the end of that.
Yeah.
So I think what we're gonna do here is we're going to credit up, and
Yeah, I
then
like that.
run second to last click in case they feel
Oh,
very
we didn't.
cheeky.
Yeah.
Oh, we didn't install.
Yeah, that's fine. They can have it.
Yeah, not paying attention to what I'm doing apparently.
Yeah, I guess if it's a Project Atlas, that's like
Not great.
minorly awkward. But do we have Cloud in this deck? I forget.
We do.
Ooh, nice. Yeah, I mean, we can really slam the door shut with a Clot.
Oh no,
Oh,
it's a
hey.
Jackson anyway.
Oh,
So
we're so smart.
we do have to we do have to force that to be popped, however.
Yeah.
So it looks like they're cycling, so it looks like it will be. So that's nice. And it's worth noting that people also frequently forget about Netmerkur bucks when they start traces.
Yeah.
And unfortunately, depending on the context of the game and how tight it is, when people are like, "Oh, I forgot about your Netmerkur bucks," I'm like, yeah, sorry, no takesies, backsies.
Yeah, you
Like-
forgot that traces are part of the set anything.
Yeah, included in the word anything.
Oh, they took care of the Jackson themselves.
Okay, so we are going to go ahead and put that down. And we're going to go for a wild indexing.
Let's do it.
All right, so we'll use one. Go like that.
Yeah, I like it.
We'll go like that.
Now, in terms of Netmerker management, what's your sort of? Do you feel like the money in your actual credit pool, you want to use more than your?
It really
ice?
depends on the situation. In this, since we already have film critic down, I'm not doing like all of the math. All right, so that's going to the bottom. I want the archer on top behind the sales team because if they res that, that's 1,000% a victory for us.
Yeah, Archer's not great against us. So do we want to?
So we can't because then we'll get blown up.
Right.
So what we're going to do is we're going to click for a buck. Okay?
Oh,
And then we're going to run their last click because we already know it's there. We're going to use the one off of Netmerkur. This is Netmerkur management time because it replaces itself.
Sure.
So that's like a free buck. And then we'll use a real buck here. This guy's ice is just like nightmarish, especially for smoke. Like he has no hopes or dreams of taxing us.
Yeah, there's not a lot of routines on this ice.
Oh no, that's not what I wanted.
Let's post it on Bet. Yeah, this is delightful. And once we're on 4 points and we have all these mad dashes and nonsense, we're in pretty good shape.
Right, we're just gonna money up for a couple of turns, and then we're gonna index again, and then we'll use, if we hit an agenda, we use freedom through equality and just end the game.
Yeah, and we know right now that R&D has 3 cards that we know about.
Correct, and they're all ones we really, really don't care about.
Yep.
Actually, you know what? We're gonna go boop, 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 boop. And we're gonna go run archives because stealth bucks are always
real
better than real bucks.
Do we want to just drop the daily cast? I guess, yeah.
I guess we could. Because if they're on hard-hitting news, we would be getting hit anyway.
Oh, true, yeah. I guess the one thing that Netmerker bucks aren't as good at are for turning off Brian Stinson.
That's also true.
How many? Yeah. Their operation suite doesn't really look like a Stinson deck. It's really interesting that they're playing green level clearance. That's
This looks like they went to build like a super modernism type build. So let's draw. Cool.
And us getting that film critic really has made things a nightmare for them.
Yeah.
Oh, and we even now have the clone chip and the clot to shut out that avenue, so that should be nice.
Yep, so we're going to go ahead and pitch clot.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. That Netmerker, Bill Rye, the Jewish guy, that's what I'm saying. That Netmerker will not will not invalidate the corp's ability to use Stinson in the same way that having real bucks does.
Okay, so let's draw. Let's get clone chip down, as you so eloquently pointed out.
Yeah. Incidentally, it's delightful to have 5 clicks.
Yeah, one of the really crappy things about this deck, especially in the hands of somebody who knows how to pilot it, is it creates scenarios like this where my opponent desperately wants me to do something stupid and I just have no reason to, and I won't. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah. I mean, gosh, what if they're out here?
they really don't have one.
Yeah.
I have 11 net Mercury bucks.
Yeah, I mean, and we're on four agenda points, so we're not in. I mean, so they're not. The mid seasons is pretty off. They could sea source scorch us if they're playing that, but they're not, because people don't like that anymore.
So let's do it.
Yeah, let's do it. We waited long enough. That won't be enough.
So place one, use one, and then use the one we would get, so that's effectively a free buck. Break. 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 Yeah, you can have as much money as you like.
Yeah. All right, GG.
Oh, no, that's not what I meant to hit.
That was a good
that's a good example
of power of smoke, yeah.
Of how you just play slow and patient, and you build to the inevitability of what happens when you have the indexings and the freedom to equality.
Yeah, one thing that's interesting is I think that smoke, I mean, there's two sort of reactions to Cipher Parasite and how you build your corp decks. One is having this, tiny dinky ice that is just, speed bump to the runner, and the other is going super wide.
Right.
And one smoke adores, like this kind of ice.
Right, I'm a shaper. I can go get my breakers, so I'm just
this is a delight for a smoke. Going super wide is not. Like how many of that kind of ice need to be stacked on R&D before you even care? Like 6 of them, 9 of them. It's pretty rough. And I think they did well. Like, I mean, what are you supposed to do there?
They didn't. Right, it's tough.
Yeah.
The film critic's a hard counter. We had Beth, so as they started getting away from us, we're getting that benefit.
And I think there were a few places in that game where they went for it, hoping we wouldn't have it, and we did happen to have it, which doesn't mean that they were wrong to do that.
But that's how I play it. I hold breakers and I hold stealth sources until I make the run, so that people do exactly that. Because our opponent was like, oh, I don't think that my opponent has their fracture yet, and there's no SMC, there's no clone ship. It's gonna only get worse, so let me try to jam this out, right? If I had played the corroder the turn before, he wouldn't have done that, and we would have had to pick that out of HQ.
Yeah, same with the film critic too, because you kept that secret, which was nice.
Yeah, film critic is like a super important behavior changer for Wayland players especially. So like you want to not hold it. You want to hold it until you have an agenda.
Yeah.
To go steal. Because once it's down, it completely changes their plan. They're going to focus on whatever hard-hitting news stuff they've got going on.
Yeah.
But yeah, good warm-up game. I'd like to take this opportunity to say thank you to everybody who supports the channel on Patreon. We've been able to go to tournaments, buy new streaming equipment, and do a bunch of things because of it. I'd like to especially thank Ryan Perry, Dan Faria, Chris Perez, and Lori Plant, who follow me on the shoutout level, there's the opportunity to get deck advice, be part of the deck club, and do a bunch of other things. Check it out. Link is in the show notes. Let's find ourselves a new game.
Yeah. So we did have one matchup just now that was
Quite
delightful.
favorable.
So if somebody comes along with a terrible matchup, we'll have to just be like, well, that's going to happen sometimes too. That said, please do not deliberately tech against this deck and come into the stream.
Yeah. Please do not do that. That doesn't make for good radio.
Yeah, that's true.
Oh, there it is.
That's fine. Do we have any of the tech cards against this matchup?
Yeah, I mean, we have Film Critic.
Oh, yeah. True. Film Critic.
Dude, this hand's so good, though.
Yeah.
I think we just got to tough it out and hope we find it, because that's so good. Now, this isn't PU, though. So I don't think we have to. I don't think we have to worry about getting our hand drained against our will. Like, we're not stealing anything unless we want to.
Yeah, we just have to play smart.
Yeah.
It's been a while since I've played against a lot of PE, and I think I'm worse for it.
PE is a lot of fun. Jinteki is just like a mystery to me. Like, people like have like these big wins with these like Jinteki decks, and then I play them and I just like get like shut out, and I'm like, I don't know what happened. Like, I think more so than any other faction, especially if you're on a damage play as Jinteki, it's just a completely different mindset.
Yeah.
My favorite is PE players love their Komainus, and they're comically bad against this deck.
They are. That's true.
Feels good. So do we think that's an agenda?
Probably.
Let's draw.
How much do we think it's an agenda?
Let's draw. Let's hit the sure gamble.
I don't think I mind them scoring out a House of Knives.
Yeah, well,
I mean, that's the worst case, right?
Right. And speaking of House of Knives, let's get this out of our hands before.
Yeah.
We have to deal with any of that nonsense.
Yeah. I mean, they can House of Knives and take one of our admittedly very nice cards. But oh, okay.
Yep, that's all right.
That's
they can't
fine.
put ice in front of that, so
No,
we'll just go get it.
Nice. They want to res a hostile infrastructure. They're welcome to.
Yeah. I mean, that's most likely the hostile. So let's go ahead and force them to res it.
Yeah. All right.
All right. So now we're gonna draw. We're gonna get Bat down, and we need to get the clone chip down.
Oh, that's great. Yeah, clone chip is wonderful here. Yeah, there's some very nice cards in our hand, which we'd hate to lose, but
that one's probably an agenda.
Good for them.
Yep, we're just on a wild hunt for Film Critic. Please hit the networker. Please hit the networker. Damn it. Okay.
That's fine.
So we're gonna diesel, and we get another diesel, which will also hit. We're gonna get Film Critic down.
Oh, nice. Are we just playing one Film Critic?
Yeah. One's all you need in a 40-card deck, I find.
She's arrived right on time both times. I love it.
Just in case any weird shenanigans happen, we need to make sure we get Refractor down. Then next turn, we just start doing the thing.
Yeah, we're ready to go, especially if they're below Komainu range. We're in pretty good shape. It'd be annoying if they have...
MCA Informant?
Well, I was going to say the good neural... Cortex Lock.
Yeah, Cortex Lock would suck, but we have an SMC in the trash.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, we don't even need to install anything. It already breaks.
So let's check the R&D ice.
Yeah, I like that.
We have 2 sources of stealth. There's the vanilla.
Oh, spicy.
Which I do not care about.
No.
I don't think we check HQ yet.
No, we don't need to.
We draw, and we get down Astrolabe.
That's great.
Oh, I should have done the damn trick. Oh,
that's okay.
Bad play count 1.
All right.
Yeah, Value Town. It's like Flavor Town.
Oh, what is this?
Project
little shock.
Kusanagi?
Little shock.
Clone Retirement.
Oh, it's a real. Ooh, nice.
Okay, so again, our opponent is wisely going for... Okay, so here's the neat thing. We don't need sources of stealth in this game, so we are going to be using sources of stealth to draw cards.
Oh, absolutely.
So we are going to put down... I'm doing some mental math. We need to get in a buck. And then we are going to index. We're going to pop SMC to get Corroder out.
Love it.
Then we're going to use this to draw a card and break. So let's put DNA Tracker, DNA Tracker. They can have the Project Kusanagi, and then we'll go get the Kronos Project.
Sounds good.
So then we're going to click for a buck. And we're going to run R&D again. It feels really garbage to put a one-pointer on Film Critic, but
I guess what we should have done there is we should have put the stealth credit on Net Merker, and then we could come back in and then draw a card with that.
Yeah, that's probably
let's put that on the
yep.
thing. Yeah, love it. Nice. Can't wait for them to install a Brian Stinson. Beth's gonna do some work here. Now, PE decks don't usually play any fast advance besides just the 2-1s. Oh, spicy.
So one of those is the Kusanagi. That's probably a Hokusai grid.
Yeah.
So I think we need to take the money off of here.
Yep.
Or not the money.
Yep. We should probably click for a credit. Oh yeah, that's fine. That's good.
We can click for a credit. We are going to run...
Well, we don't want to... Yeah.
We're going to run archives.
I love it, yeah. I just don't want to check in. I just don't want to face into some... Oh, I guess we don't need to worry about it. I was worried about Fetal AI, but we have...
It doesn't...
Critic, so
right.
Yeah, we don't need it.
And it doesn't work from archives anyway.
Oh, no, I meant on the remotes, but I guess we're not checking remotes.
Well, if they advance something twice, we might check it.
Yeah.
But until they advance it, we don't care. We want them to waste the money on it.
Yeah, it's too early for us to be terrified of Phylotic Entanglement, which is nice.
Yeah.
Eventually that will be the case.
I just don't want to run HQ because there's a snare in there.
Yeah.
And I don't want it. I don't want it, Sanjay.
Yeah. I mean, snare's fun because you can break it with your face.
Yeah, you can break it with your face. It's really, really bad.
Ooh, look at them.
Hey, we didn't lose our breaker, though. So that's pretty good.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. We probably just want to get that down, huh?
Yeah, so we're going to put that down.
Should we go take Project Kusanagi?
No.
No.
Because then it's Philotic.
Yeah.
And it's a 0-pointer.
Yeah.
All right, so let's draw. Let's draw once more. Yes.
So one thing to think about is that if that's a Hokusai grid on R&D, that's really annoying with indexing because we don't actually get to trash it until the second time we run in.
Correct. The next time we run in there, it's not going to be an indexing run.
Yeah.
So I think what we need to do here is we need to get some money.
True.
So we're going to money up. And then we're just going to still play the waiting game.
Yeah, this Astrolabe is
doing
nice.
Work.
Yeah. I'd be very impressed if the thing in Server 5 is not Project Kusanagi and they're just playing the long game with us. Hey, look at them. Ooh, so spicy.
So that's somewhat problematic.
Yeah.
Um,
Um,
so here's what
hey, we got,
we need to do.
yep.
We're gonna run archive R&D.
Okay.
We are gonna spend one to draw a card and break one barrier subroutine. If they hit us with the House of Knives, we're gonna hit Aaron Marone.
Sounds good. Are we could face plant into a snare and die.
We could. But regardless, I'm going to go up to 3 cards before
Oh,
this
I
run
guess.
is successful.
Oh, actually, they can't kill us with a snare if that's Project Kusanagi because um, they can't res
Yep.
Hokusai and nice, nice, nice. Math. Well, this will be really nice to trash the Hokusai grid. I'm surprised they didn't res it.
I think they're thinking about it and they're considering whether or not a
They'd
snare
rather.
would be better.
Yeah.
There's the Fetal, which I'm
Hey!
super excited that we get to just... Oh, it's a
Oh,
Chrysium. I mean, we're still going to get rid of it.
Yeah.
Okay.
Not bad.
So, we're going to Diesel.
Yeah.
There's the indexing. And then we're going to pull this off.
Sounds
And then
great.
now we are ready to potentially end the game next turn.
Yeah, yeah. We have a shot at it. I mean, we'll need to score 4 points, and we don't have any of our mad dashes and whatnot.
Yeah, that's true. What can mankind do against such reckless dashes?
Temujin contract certainly looks nice. I guess if we install Temujin contract on R&D, we could never have to worry about money again, which is kind of neat.
If that vanilla is all they're going to have, then yeah.
Yeah.
Then we can just have money forever.
Yeah, which I hear is good. It's one less thing. And we only have two.
We only have
Agendas,
one
right?
indexing left. That's worth
Oh
noting.
yeah, that is worth knowing. Do we want to preserve? I mean, they can snipe it out of our hand too, so that's tricky.
Yeah.
We might have. Yeah, we might have to. After that indexing is gone, we're playing their game, which is
Not great.
less fun. But I mean, unless we get a freedom through equality and a mad dash, I don't know how we're supposed to.
Well, the nice thing is any strikes that we get, we can just use Aaron Marone to make us safe again.
Yeah,
And
yeah,
if we
yeah.
see a Fetal, the Fetal's what goes on the Film Critic.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, we're not in bad shape, but we are gonna have to start playing PE's game in a second, which is less desirable.
Correct. So there's the second dice. Stop.
Whoa! Stock buyback. I love it.
Okay, so
They did it.
let's go ahead and put that down. Let's index.
Yeah, let's do it. We deserve it. The spiciest thing they could res is a oh, I'm forgetting the name. Data
DNA
mine.
tracker.
That would be spicy too. Do we have the money to deal with DNA tracker?
We have exactly
do.
enough, but
Nice.
not enough to deal with the vanilla behind it.
That's fine.
But if that's the case, then we would just hammer HQ.
Yeah, they are tanking on this like it is a DNA tracker. And with the R&D and with the Temujin on R&D, it's pretty defensible. And this being a indexing run. Yeah. All right. Well, let's do some stuff to make us not die. Well, that's unfortunate.
Well, now we're gonna check HQ.
Yeah. I mean, they could have an Ike, which would be annoying.
Nope.
Nice. Really just want to see a snare. Yeah, you want it? Okay.
No, I mean we're not putting that in our score area until we have to.
Yeah, that's true. That's
and
fair.
we're certainly not letting them get a net damage off of a 0-point agenda.
Yeah, I guess. Yeah, we only have one more click to.
All right, so now we're kind of in a bad way.
Okay, so that's here. Cool.
So let's start building.
Yeah.
We don't have an indexing, so Mad Dash is blank.
True, unless we are bold.
Well, we only have 13 cards remaining, so our boldness capability is limited.
Yeah. Yeah, I guess we should have played around the DNA tracker, but you know, what can you do? We had the means to do it. We did have Aaron Marone, which is, I suppose, theoretical justification to just take the Project Kusanagi. But yeah, I think given the number of, we're sort of running low on our 40-card deck, so it makes sense. Huh. I feel like there's some Kakudos in our nets. Oh, that's true. My pal Ian pointing out we could have just let one of the DNA trackers hit us.
So I don't think that's a snare. I think that is the winning agenda bluff out.
Yeah, I think so.
So we're going to run there.
Yeah.
We're going to draw a card
and
add 1 strength.
Hey, it's neither.
And we've got, I took your advice this time, so we have those counters.
Yeah, it's a tough call because they're both they're in okay shape to both.
This is good. So
yeah.
that Atman.
You're gonna play Atman on 6?
Strength 6.
Whoa.
Nah, I mean, I guess, because if this is another one, which I think it is.
Yeah.
We just, we need to get our opponent out of snare range. That's what this really comes down to.
Yeah. A cute thing about boosting Yetman is we can use all the cloaks and stuff. Well, I guess we can only use one of them because we'd be trashing one of them, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, so we're in a little bit of a rough shape because they're both in decent position to tax us out from, you know, do the like big net damage kill on us. But also they can do the run you out of your deck kill on us.
Yeah.
Hey! Post that on anyone who'll take it. We have a lot of things in our storage area to only have 4 agenda points.
Yep, if I'm waiting for us to get Biotic. If they play Biotic Labor, I'm going to just instant speed hit Aaron Marone.
Yeah, it's nice to have the Aaron Marone to prevent that from killing us. But with the threat of Phylotic Entanglement, we're sort of locked into running everything, which is not a great place to be.
Well, if they score 3-2, we lose anyway. Like, if they score Phylotic, we lose twice.
Oh, true. Nice. Alright, well, good. Then we don't have to play around Phylotic killing us. Good to know.
It's true. These are all true facts.
Yay! I mean, that is like a little bit of a breath of relief. Like, we don't have to, like, conserve the Aaron Marone counters as much. Um,
All right, so we're gonna go into HQ again.
that Temujin on R&D is looking great.
Okay, so
Hey,
I'm completely okay with this.
yeah, I like that they are poor.
This is probably the only run we're gonna make this round, so I'm using
Yeah,
up my stealth bucks.
I like it.
They can't play a snare, so I feel extra good about this.
Yeah, I feel good about it too. Let's do it.
Okay, so
Um,
they use the House of Knives counter, which is not unexpected. Show me that fetal. A shock. Well, we're
good for
certainly
them.
gonna get rid of that because I don't want to deal with that. Let's draw. There's another Mad Dash.
Nice.
Let's draw and gain a buck, and every single one of our cards is hit points right now.
Even the Utman?
Yeah, I don't think we're gonna play the Otman.
Yeah.
Since the DNA trackers are not on two separate servers.
Yeah, they can't tax us out that much. Oh, that was kind of them to show us that we don't need to run that Jackson.
I think our first line next turn is to run R&D.
Yeah, why not? Um, yeah, I mean, Mad Dash is like pretty gutsy. A cute play we could do is if we found a fetal AI on R&D, we could decline to take it. So that seems like madness.
Yeah.
Oh, but then we couldn't get back in without sure dying real bad. All right, let's look at R&D. We only have 4 cards left in hand, so if they want to be spicy, they could just like mill us out with Astrolabe. That'd be a funny thing to do. I love that play.
It's a solid play.
Yeah. Um, oh, do we want to take a credit off Cloak for that or no?
No, because we might go in to
Again.
HQ or
Sure,
here
sure,
again,
sure.
depending on how this goes. So there's the
Hey.
Chronos project. We're just gonna take it the normal way,
Yeah, that sounds good.
and then we're gonna check HQ and see if we can hit a wild fetal AI.
That sounds great. Yeah, I think my strategic brain doesn't really know what we're doing here, so I'm happy that you have a plan. Hey, okay, all right.
So
Should we
go ahead.
run Jackson? Get Jackson out of there?
Sure.
Because they are probably holding on to some. There's probably some agendas down there. And let's have them put those in R&D.
Yeah, we don't want them hanging out with the shocks.
Oh no, we haven't. State Zero's asking. Have we seen Biotic? We have not.
But we haven't seen very much influence either.
We haven't seen very much influence. I don't know if
a lot of times these Kusanagi decks are playing the Biotic Philotic combo as a way of just being like, surprise!
Yeah, I mean, I think more of them should if they're not. It seems like a pretty nice thing to do. They are often poor, but they're playing stock buyback. How much influence is stock buyback?
I want to say it's like
3?
2 or 3.
Yeah. Yeah. All right. Yeah. All right, so they have at least one stock buyback, which is cute. Oh yeah, and they have a sweep week. Yeah. Let's see. What have we seen influence-wise? A Crisium grid, that's cool. A stock buyback, a sweep week, that's 5. If it's just they're all one-ofs. 3 Jacksons is 8.
Okay, so there's
a
Acrisium maybe.
Maybe. Crisium grid would be unnecessary because we've shown them 3 indexing, but they don't. They might not be counting that. Yeah, take that back. I don't want to worry about it. Oh, the credit. Yeah, that's fine too. I'm so excited about stock buyback. I hope they play it again. I mean, it's bad for us, but what a delightful card. How delightful that stock buyback found a home after all these years.
All right. So
Ugh.
we gotta check some stuff.
Yeah,
So I think we are going to run HQ.
I like it. If we're gonna run HQ and R&D, should we not run R&D first so that we can get them? No, we got money. We're fine. Hey, maybe this will just end the game. That'd be great. I mean, hopefully it'll end the game with us winning, but either way. Hey.
So they rezzed it early, so I'm just gonna jack out.
I like that early Hokusai grid to sort of like be like, yeah, you really want some? Like, it's like an intimidation tactic. I love it. You're not into taking all that net damage?
No.
That's fair.
Now if they res this one, we can't hit a snare.
Is that true?
Yeah, because they'll be at 2 credits.
Oh, they can't hit us with a snare. Yeah.
Yeah, I don't care if I see one, Sanjay.
Oh no, I thought you meant that we can't hit a snare because we would die.
What? Okay.
Whoa!
No.
I love it.
No.
I love
Every time somebody reses an archer,
they regret it.
I am 1000% for it. Thank you very much.
How many routines are there on Archer?
1, I think.
Is there any number of them?
Yeah, there is any number.
Nice.
Yeah. So we'll just continue on.
Nice.
And now they're also no longer on game point.
That? Oh, now we have to start worrying about Phylotic Entanglement killing us again.
What a terrible burden.
Yeah, we need to find our data dealer.
Hey, good news. We have exactly enough credits to get in.
Yeah.
Feels good. This Archer res was a very serious misplay on the part of our opponent.
I think that's true. And they have no credits now, which is nice for us.
Yep, and the sweeps is in the trash again. So let's go ahead and get in there. Komainu.
Good for them.
And it is a Hokusai grid.
They can have it, right? I'd rather have that $4, right? Because we're in, like, we can't run next turn for a while if we trash it.
Yeah. No, I'm with you.
Yeah. I mean, Archer is a spicy ice, and I understand why you'd want to res it.
Okay.
Yeah,
we can get into R&D once.
Yeah. Do we want to?
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah. All right.
So we're going to Dirty Laundry. Don't forget, we've got Aaron Marone counters.
We do. We have exactly the number of Aaron Marone counters that we have cards left in our deck.
That's true.
We have the ability to instantly just put our deck in our hands.
Oh shit! Am I gonna be credit short? Yeah, I am.
Are you? Whoops. Should we? I'm
gonna say.
Yeah, that's fine. What happened to our credits? Oh. That's kind of them. Now it would be really exciting if we just get a 1-pointer. And just we're just that much closer to...
I'm really hoping we hit a fetal sometime soon.
Yeah. Yeah. That was a little bit of an awkward rewind. We probably should have typed out what we were doing. Oh, well. Sorry, our opponent. He seemed nice.
Yeah.
If we don't
These
win,
are longer games than I usually have with this deck.
Yeah, well, that's what happens when you run out of index things, I guess.
So, we're going to go ahead and hit Aaron Marone.
Yeah, that's fair.
As a preemptive measure.
Oh, another Temujin. That's cute.
So there's the House of Knives hit. There's the snare.
Hey! Good. One less thing to worry about. Now, do we trash the Hokusai grid? I guess we should, right?
We have to.
Yeah, we have to. That's annoying. Oh, we have dirty laundry money. Okay, well, that's fine. Yeah, definitely. I forgot about that.
We had to get rid of that, though.
Oh, yeah. Well, I forgot we had an infusion of 5 credits to that was about to come into our name. Now, whether to use the third Temujin as hit points or
it's hit points
or credits, yeah, that's a little tough, I guess. Like, they're not putting us in a situation where clicking for credits as our main econ plan is bad, so right. I guess we're okay. They're in an interesting spot. Like, I don't know how they would win if they just... I guess the main way they can win is if they draw enough traps to just keep on putting out traps that we feel obligated to look at.
Right.
And then we die from looking at too many traps. Ooh. Okay. I like that. They're really committing to killing us, which is fine. Yeah, they've more or less given up on the scoring out plan, which is probably legitimate because I don't think they're I don't think they can.
What did they sacrifice?
Another clone retirement.
Cute.
Yeah.
So do we check that or do we say nah?
No.
Well,
it seems so obvious that it's right. Like, well, let's look at R&D first. That's free. I mean, we only have 5 cards left to lose. So that's very scary.
It's like the worst soap opera ever. Only 5 cards to lose.
Yeah. It kind of makes me feel like I'm more excited to access cards in their hand and in R&D than I am to look at their stuff. But at the same time, they know that. All right, well, that's going on our friend there. I guess we have to look at it, right? I mean, the worst it can be is a psychic field, which is very bad. It could be a shock, which is a mild annoyance.
Let's check it.
Yeah, let's do it. We deserve it. Oh, that's a good thought.
Oh, yeah.
Hey, Kayak figured it out before we did by looking at it. Nice, we did it. we haven't seen Psychic Fields, have we? And sometimes you run out of deck space and can't put in Psychic Fields in your deck. Well, that felt good. I really hope the last card in our deck is a Net Shield. Hey, if we were playing a 40-card deck, we would have 0 cards in our deck right now. How lucky.
How lucky. We're working hard.
We are working hard. I'm going to be so annoyed when we score a 1-pointer. Now, they're probably... I mean, they've got to be sort of getting flooded eventually. Like, it's very unappealing to go into HQ and trash that Hokusai grid, but...
No, I think we're going to do that first.
Yeah. I mean, especially if they're not above 4 credits, so that snares are off the table.
Yeah. I still feel like there has to be a Fetal in their hand.
Yeah, I mean, they'd have to have drawn the Fetal, but yeah, I mean, they're definitely playing. Yeah, hey, thank you for saving us the wonder.
What wonder?
Oh, the wonder of whether we should run that card they just installed. All right, we've got 5 cards, no cards in our deck. Aaron Marone is blank.
All right.
Once we get a tag.
So let's run HQ.
Sounds good. Oh wait, do we have money? We don't have money to trash this. Like, that's awkward. Oh well.
We're not trashing it.
We're not.
We're just checking HQ.
We're just going hero mode. Okay, cool. Oh, that can go on our film critic. That's fine.
I know, but it's just like...
Yeah. Should we run Jackson? All right. Exciting.
We're in actually pretty rough shape.
All right. This could be worse. We could have 2 cards in hand. If only we had Mad Dashed there.
Yeah, if only we had sacrificed potentially another 2 HP. If we win this, we are working hard for the money. No one can say.
I think our opponent ultimately was very astute to recognize that this was probably their best out. Because we probably couldn't have kept... Unless they had a Biotic Labor...
So, if they keep drawing, then I'm just going to let them mill themselves.
Yeah. Yeah, because they can score out a Phylotic Entanglement, but, like, how bold are they to... Oh, they have money now.
Okay. So, here's what we're going to do.
You want to run server 10?
We're going to... I feel like it's a snare.
Yeah, that's probably true. So what do you want to do?
I think we run server R&D, and then we run server 10.
Sounds great. I hope we win.
I hope we win too.
Stock buyback, doing a great job.
Oh, again we did the thing where we don't have enough credits.
Oh, did we?
Yep.
Whoops. It's like Bioroids. You just lose clicks to get through them.
All right, please just be a freaking agenda on the top of the deck.
Have we scored all the Project Kusanagis already?
Yeah.
Our opponent is doing a great job in terms of. I mean, if you're not terrified, you should really be. Are we ahead of you in the commentary? Huh.
Not everybody receives the chat. Everybody's on the same time, but the video feed, people who are farther away are seeing it with more.
Oh, gotcha.
That's game.
Nice.
Good game.
Nice. You know, if we were just Minder, we wouldn't have taken a tag as well. In addition to losing the game.
Yeah. Well, I mean, we did the thing.
Yeah. Oh, we can use our Aaron Marone counter to get rid of that tag if we are still alive.
Yep.
Yes. Good. Good. Nice game. Well done, our opponent. Yeah, they didn't even need the J How to Jackson in extra snares. Did not need it.
All right, let's go find preferably a non-Jinteki opponent.
I want to play some. Oh yeah, we should have asked what's in server 10. That would have been. All right. All right. All right, that's fair.
Yeah, I'm not gonna do two of the same matchup.
That's fair. I think we got to show off both what is good and bad, and that, you know, like kind of like what your lines are. That's good. Hey, uh-oh.
Nope, we're fine. It's probably door to door, and we've got tons of money.
I wish we would have Jess. Set Zero, I was watching your stream a little bit yesterday. You have a pretty good making news list yourself.
Yep, there's the turn one. Oh, there's
That's
Manhunt.
not a door-to-door. A little exciting. Oh, my goodness.
I guess I just won't run for a long time.
Yeah, we've got plenty of economy that doesn't care about that.
Yeah, I guess we'll just do that.
Yeah! What are the numbers on Manhunt again?
It's a base trace of 2, which means it's a trace of 4, and it's the first time I make a successful run each turn.
Yeah. All right, so yeah, we can play around it by never making a successful run.
Yeah, I mean, we've got SMC. We're ready to go.
And yeah, gosh. I know that some of these lists play trolls, which is very fun. So if we're going to be indexing, we should definitely
be aware of that.
Do that first click or something.
So we could also just drop Temujin here and then just clear the tag.
Yeah, that's not bad.
Because we have a dirty laundry as well.
Oh, yeah. Especially because we can make... Because Manhunt is just the first run in a turn, so... yeah, so we can clear the tag and run again, and that's not bad. I mean, alternatively, we could just pay for it if the trace is only 4. And then we deplete the Temujin faster, so maybe it's not worth it, but we would end up with more money. I think. No, that's stupid. Let's not do that. I like it. Yeah, Manhunt, the fact that it is influence-free is pretty spicy.
So that's got to be a data raven, right?
Yeah, could be. Oh, Michael, were you the person? Were you our opponent? Was that an agenda in server 10? Do you recall? Yeah, what was in server 10? Hey, it's our best friend.
Just keep moneying up.
So, power level aside, I really like that in Flashpoint there's all these like new friends that can be on your team, and you like sort of assemble a super team of Beth and Aaron
Yeah,
and
Shapers definitely have like the super team.
yeah.
Like, all right. So we can now start doing some shenanigans next turn, and clear out this Temujin on archives.
Yeah, that sounds good. Um, hey, give us some counters. Yeah.
Yeah, feels great.
Whoa, I don't know.
That means that there's a data raven in front of that.
Yeah, but why would you score it out? Oh.
Okay.
That's some amount of optimism in thinking that in resing that are about the tech, but it's fine. Oh, right, this trace.
Yep.
Not bad.
Yep, but we don't care because we have Aaron.
Well, we care because our about the tech will hit us, which is nice.
It's still less.
Yeah. Yeah, we have a lot of money. We could think about going in and trashing it. I mean, if it's, but we should probably be prepared for like a macrophage before we go and hit
We're
it.
just gonna drain money.
Yeah, sounds good.
And then this is a free run.
Yep.
Oh, I accidentally took too many. Slash counter credit 2.
Yeah, and we have one more money than we should.
Yep.
Nice. We did it. One thing that has actually kept me off smoke a little bit is that there's a lot of counters on a lot of cards, and I don't like managing that. You have gotten down to a beautiful science where... ooh.
Okay. So, let's go ahead and put down Switchblade and go check that.
Yeah. Whoa, nice.
Okay, so we bounce.
That's fine too. I love it.
And then we are going to put down Atman 5 and go back in.
We are? That's very aggressive. I like it. And we can use...
Mad Dash if we want. Do we think it's an agenda?
Yeah. I don't think this list plays... Ghost Branch. We can use our recurring credits for that.
Yeah. Let me just think before I do this.
Okay.
That's a pretty aggressive play.
I think we should do it.
It's probably an NAPD.
Yeah.
Is what I would say.
I don't think... We've got the money to deal with that. Yeah. I hope it's a Ghost Branch. We did it. We're poor now.
Not really. We have 9 credits and 2 Aaron Marone counters.
Yeah, and we have a Femme Fatale for that doesn't work quite as well for Tollbooths.
Atman, doing work, or Atman.
Yeah.
Atman, I should say. So we're gonna just start hammering R&D like a boss.
Yeah, are we gonna wait until we find indexing, or are we just gonna go? I mean, we can go in.
We can still just apply pressure.
Yeah, as long as they're on 2 credits, I'm fine with us randomly face checking stuff. I don't want to hit a macrophage.
Right, and well, do we care about macrophage?
Yeah,
Oh,
they
the
have an
error batch
yeah,
attack.
yeah, yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, yeah.
Well, I mean, yeah. I mean, I guess that's
Because
true.
I mean, I don't even
So let's
mind
draw.
losing.
Let's draw. Let's draw.
Yeah, I don't even mind losing the $4. I just don't want to.
So
Yeah,
let's sure gamble. Let's dirty laundry archives.
nice.
Um, let's use that to draw a card. Let's get Diesel. Um,
We're out of mem, which is a little awkward too.
yeah. Normally, I don't think they have any pick from hand abilities, so I think we're safe to actually hit the Diesel last and just get some options for the next turn.
Yeah, I like it.
So we need to be able to break macrophage, but beyond that, we're ready to index. So
Yeah, I
I'm
guess
I'm hesitant to waste these Aaron
this nice.
Marone counters because they are super precious to us.
One thing we could do is, if we're worried about macrophage, we could just go run the Arabata tech server. The worst thing then that could
It,
happen is they could hit us with macrophage once, and then we can trash Arabata tech.
yeah, so
That's an option.
yeah, I'm comfortable with that. Let's do that.
And then we can stop worrying about macrophage.
How I learned to stop worrying and trash.
Oh, that's great. And maybe we can even hit server 3.
I think we can index now.
Yeah, why not?
I think, I mean, there's Archangels in the deck, which is our other threat.
Archangel doesn't stop us, though.
But Archangel doesn't actually stop us from indexing.
Yeah.
So I think we're fine. Let's do it.
Oh, yeah. Set 0 calling the IP block, which would give us a tag, as we so sorely deserve for playing AIs like it's cheapo.
Nope,
Hey,
it's
it's
the
Archangel.
Archangel.
All right, fire it away. Should we use Aaron before we have it fire? Oh, it's too late. Because that's probably what they bounce.
It's gonna. I would do the admin. Yep.
Oh, nice. Hey, let's put that door to door on the bottom.
Manhunt on the bottom. Exchange of information. Jackson Howard. Actually, let's do that over again. So we're gonna do door to door. Manhunt, Jackson Howard, exchange of information, global food.
I love it.
And then this time we're actually going to be smart as... And then... Oh my god, yes.
No, yes.
Good game.
Wow, that is great. I'm very excited. Oh, server 3 could be a Jackson. That'd be exciting.
Yeah, it could be. This is still the right play.
Oh, absolutely. We did it.
We did it. Good game.
That is... You know, this is nice. So many games I see people mad dashing and they get up to 8 points, and it's just like, why did you do that? Oh,
this
yeah,
looks good. 3 of our agendas are fake.
Bogus. Well,
yeah. We have a 5-3 that's just fake points.
One of their agendas is less real than it should be.
Yeah.
That
was good.
I feel a sense of justice every time somebody mad dashes a global food.
Yeah.
It's just like restoring 5-3 to the garbage that they usually are. Oh yeah, the making news list that I was seeing runs celebrity gift, which is really neat. Just go back up to money.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh yeah.
Side 0, bring in the purple.
All right. All right.
We're 2-1.
All right. Now we're gonna have all factions represented.
Okay. So we're mulliganing this because we needed Temujin in the opening hand.
Yeah. All right. This means that we can't get advice in the chat from set 0, so we're in trouble.
That's a really crappy opener.
That's fine. Yeah, it is. We have daily casts. which is smoke themed, so we get flavor points. Um, so it has that going for it. Yeah, what do you do with a hand like this? I guess install the Astrolabe. That is probably what. Nice. Let's see what we're up against.
IT department. Okay.
Oh, cool.
That's what we're up against.
How much is IT department to trash?
4.
Yikes. Seems decent.
All right
Oh
then.
my goodness, we are in trouble. Oh, I guess this against this list, we probably should have gotten that Astrolabe down ASAP. Though I get the feeling like it's not too late.
Yeah, I mean, we're gonna have this issue where Site Zero, somebody I know personally, is a very strong player. Did very well at Worlds the year that I went. But it's just like this is like this is a troll deck. And it's something specifically taxed to deal with stealth.
Yeah, which is, I mean, I think, yeah. Jeeves' IT department is very cute. All right. We can break that, even with their.
Yep.
Yeah, that's no problem. We did it. It only cost all our credits.
And they have another one.
Yeah.
I imagine this deck is also just playing 3.
Huh. Did he mean to do that? Oh. Yeah. I mean, I guess theoretically, that is a neat thing to do if you don't want to give somebody an Astro draw. All right, we should drag that that Diesel back on top of the stack. And probably shuffle our stack or whatever. All right, that's fine.
Let's run HQ.
Yeah,
get
why
some
not?
money.
Hey, we did it.
And then we got to get rid of this while we can.
Hey. And as long as HB doesn't have any infection cards that return assets to play, we are in good shape. This could be going worse. Hey,
Don't care.
Yeah, they can be rich. That's also clogging up their IT department server, which is neat.
Yeah, I just really want to get a Mad Dash into the hand, and then we could just try to go for the indexing soon.
Yeah, I would like to win the game.
As soon as possible. That's how you win against IT department decks.
Yeah, I mean, if we can get up a big...
I bet you this deck's also playing Sandberg.
Yeah, that sounds spicy. Huh. Okay, so
those are double IT departments.
both IT departments, nice.
Yep.
Nice. Cool. Cool. All right, let's get some cards so we can Double mad dash. That's fun. Um,
Um, I think we need to check the R&D ice.
yeah, that sounds good. If they oh, hey, that's fine. That's yeah. Um, well, we can put clone ship in the trash, or we can we can put the clone in the trash. We can put. Hey, maybe it's 5 agendas. Possible.
Okay. Let's go check that new server.
Yeah. I would very much like to be on 4 points.
It's another IT department.
All right. We probably want both indexings, don't we? I don't know. I guess we need
we can ditch the diesel. The diesel's the only thing we can trash.
yeah. I mean they're gonna probably well, they have all the IT. Whoa. Neat.
Okay.
That's good.
So I'm trying to do some mental math.
Yeah, this is rough without the without Netmerker. But now we have enough. We have enough credits to do the thing. They can only get. How strong can they make that architect? If we do some IT department math, they can only make it strength 7.
Yeah.
Which we can. Yeah. So that's we can do the thing. Do we have enough money to install?
Yeah, we have enough money to get in twice and install that because remember we're
Well,
using
we also
Switchblade.
yeah we also want enough money to so we need to install that, and we would like to get freedom through equality. Though I guess it's less important because um, there's probably only 2 pointers in this deck.
We have exactly $8. We have enough to do both.
Yeah, but I do think that the freedom through equality is not that important, if you know what I mean. Just because they're not, it's not like they're playing 1 pointers. Now they can do the math as well as we can. So presumably they will not be.
It would be a waste.
It would be, and it's going to be pretty sick. Is IT department for the run or the whole turn?
It's for the run.
Okay.
Oh, the end of the turn.
Nice. Spicy. Oh, well, that's good.
Because we just won?
No, did we?
We can make one of the... Oh, we can't get it twice.
Yeah. I mean, we can make it so that...
No, we can't get it twice because we just dirty laundry another server. Oh, no, it's the stealth credits. God damn it.
Stealth credits. Now, could we do something where we stack 2 on top of each other, and then they have... Because we have a bunch of clicks. Now, can we go in, and then we go in again, and they have to put it somewhere? But they can put it behind that ice, so that doesn't work. Okay, yeah, so we can just get... but we can get in once, which is...
Okay, well, so here's the plan.
Mm-hmm.
I think we have to put one at the top and one in the bottom and count.
Yeah. That's gonna be, yeah, it's gonna be tricky because we're gonna need a lot of stealth credits to get in the next time. Um, but we have a whole bunch of people to help us count, which is nice. All right, let's go get it. All right, now we have to desperately draw for more sources of stealth credits.
Well, first things first. I just want to check HQ.
Yeah, to see if we just win. That would be nice. Good to know.
Okay, so we need more stealth. Luckily, Switchblade is like the one breaker that you want to have for this.
Yeah.
All right, so let's draw.
Now we could maybe make them waste some IT department credits by running the server with IT department.
Yeah, we could do that. Let's do that.
Because I don't like them getting out of control with this IT department.
So it's a bastion.
All right, so we can't actually break that. So that's
problematic, but it is what it is.
Yeah.
So okay, so they didn't draw a turn last card. So
oh yeah.
So 2 cards have passed, and we took the top one. So there's now 1 card in between us and the Vitruvius.
Okay.
So
we need to find a lot of things here. He's not very helpful. Maybe install him because they might be going for a score here. I feel like the card draw is more valuable than the money.
Yeah, we're problematic right now.
Yeah. Oh, all right. Well, that's fun.
Yeah, we're heading into lockout territory here.
Yeah. So, because it's probably not another sentry on R&D, and that's what's important. Is this the turn where?
Yes, the Vitruvius is on the top currently.
Okay.
But we do not have enough sources of stealth.
No.
With a Netmerker, we can get up to 14 strength.
Okay, well, we should probably start building up Netmerker credits. I don't think we can get the Vitruvius, especially because there's probably a non-sentry on R&D. We could run R&D and make him show us.
If it's something we can't break and we get our rig wrecked, we lose.
That's true.
This is super duper frustrating.
Yeah.
Because like an IT department deck is really interesting and neat, but it's not something that would hold up against literally anything except for a smoke deck where you have an unlimited amount of time.
I mean, yeah. I mean, I think they did a good job of sort of positioning themselves to. All right.
All right. So our opponent is assuming that whatever is right there we cannot break.
Yeah, I mean, we can make them use. I mean,
it's the Vitruvius.
Yeah, I mean, well, what I'm saying is that taxing their IT department tokens has value.
Let's check it.
Yeah, if it's a barrier, we don't even get to do that, which is a bummer, and it is.
Okay, but it's a pretty low strength one.
Yeah, that's true.
Let's jack out.
Yeah.
Let's draw. And okay. Can we do the math on what the highest that this can get to is?
We could. It is very high. It is like 49 or something like that. No, so it's not 49. It's like 30 something.
So how do we ever win against this?
We just need to start making him use the tokens. All right,
so Let's make him use the tokens.
Yeah, we have to make him use the tokens faster than we, because we are in an interesting shape where when we're making runs, forcing him to use the tokens, we are, now I guess technically,
Right, he just used 1 to get it up to strength 12.
yeah. I guess technically we could have asked him if he had a window, but he wouldn't. Yeah, that didn't work. All right, that's fine.
We got to keep this Temujin because we desperately need the money up.
Yep. But now we're in position where we can start making runs where we make him spend them. Now there's 10 on there, so that's very bad. But it could be worse. And at least...
No, that's the win right there.
Yeah. All right, well, if it's the win, then we do not have to play the game we're losing anymore. So that's the small break there. Well, yeah, so I think all we can do is just make runs and make him use the tokens. But I guess it's till end of turn, so that's not the best.
Well, so let's run the server with IT department in it.
Definitely. Yeah, the fact that he can just drop 1 now and he doesn't have to go for the max, that's fair. That's pretty strong. Pretty good. Shall we go for a server 4?
No, I think we need to run R&D.
How strong can he make stuff, though? He can make it strong enough that we can't deal with it.
Right, but if we can make him use like a couple more tokens before we run the scoring remote, we can actually get into range of being able to break that. Do you understand what I'm saying?
Yeah, that makes sense. All right, yeah, let's go.
I'm just seeing if we get anything spicy or interesting.
Yeah, sounds good. Yeah, let's run R&D.
Like, we don't have a ton of outs right now because, again...
No, that's true. I mean, I guess I'm more excited about getting the win off R&D than I am getting the win off Server 4, because Server 4 is a barrier, and we can't possibly keep up with... Now, do we have the option to break that is the question. The answer is yes, we can break that. Should we? I think the answer is probably no. But I guess we just can't win, which is fine. We could run server 3, the one with Jeeves, with the hope that that's a 4-2. Not a 4-2, but we could try that. But yeah, I think we have to jack out here, because yeah, why don't we run Jeeves and then run the barrier? Oh yeah, that's fine too. How strong can you make it? Pretty strong. Is he letting us in?
Seems that way.
That's disconcerting. Hey, maybe it's just a winning agenda. What? Oh, could he not have made it strong enough? I guess we had a bunch of money. So if he boosted it again,
if he had boosted it again, it would have been what, another 6. So that's 14.
It'd be 12 strength. Yeah, it'd be. Huh? Oh, because we have
net Mercury box.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, it was a 4-2. He was saying he could have dumped enough to keep us out, and then we would have just hammered it the next turn, and just hammered over and over and over again until we got in.
Yeah. Well, it was a 4-2, so we would have had to go and trash the... Yeah.
Alright, we squeaked out a win.
Yay, we deserve it.
We do deserve it. That was
We can get.
rough.
Yeah, I guess we could. Oh yeah, I guess we
Sep-
barely had enough to
Why
get
was
through there.
17 the peak?
17 the peak was the peak because there was 7 on there. So it's boosting it for you remove 4 and then they each boost for 4 because they boost for 4 because 4 is 3 plus 1.
Right.
IT department math is extremely weird. And so the peak was 17 and we had enough stealth credits or we had enough combined real and fake credits to get through that exactly. Um,
Right, we had exactly enough to get in one
that
time.
is fascinating. Wow. What an interesting game. I mean, I do think Smoke has a very interesting matchup there
Oh
because
yeah, people are pointing out in the channel that he could have just scored out with Jeeves on the next turn.
yeah. We could have gone and trashed the Jeeves maybe. I don't know what was
That
on.
would have been terrible.
Oh, it would have been not fun. But if he had if he had the money to keep us out, we would have been obligated to do that.
Yeah, I get that. Oops, I didn't mark it
Um,
correctly. So what's that? 3-1?
yeah, we beat all the factions except for Jinteki.
Yeah. Well, I like how people are always just like, "What do you do against PEU as a 40-card deck?" I'm like, "Weep."
Well, yeah. I mean,
Hope I get lucky.
I mean, we weren't able in that game. We weren't able to glue our nice indexings and our mad dashes and our freedom through qualities together, which would have made a big difference. Um, yeah, that was a very interesting deck. I haven't seen Jeeves and IT department together, and they certainly go nicely together. So that's cool. What do you want to go on the MWL, Carl?
Sure, let's do this again.
All right. Oh, bioethics. Yeah. Well, yeah. Is bioethics one of the ones that they're going to put on the Super MWL or no? That's just on the
I think
regular.
it's just on the 1-pointer. It shouldn't be on the Super MWL.
Yeah.
Just trash it.
Yeah.
We're gonna
as
do
fun-
We're gonna do archives because
Yeah, because we're cowards.
we
That's
have
fine.
because we're cowards and we have breaker pieces in our hands.
I guess we could have. Yeah. No, that's totally respectable. We could have done an indexing.
Still not worth it because what if we see
Yeah.
2 Feetles?
Yeah. As much as half of them are totally busted, I really like the design of the political assets. Just to say, like, this is a really good asset, but like, you aren't gonna go trash it. Like, you can't stop them.
So let's draw one. Let's get this down. Let's get this down. And draw again, and then we got to get the net recur down next turn, and then we can check our.
Yeah. Then we can do anything we want.
I would say if I was our opponent, I am betting that Archives Ice is a Komainu.
Ooh, motions.
There's the medical research fundraiser. So let's put this down. Actually,
I'll be right back.
Sure. Am I dead? I gotta love that double Mushin play, so we're in Ronin territory. So let's draw. Let's draw. Let's index. Kitsune, it's a trap. All right, so let's go ahead and get Atman at strength 3. Let's draw a card. Let's do that again. Let's play a side game. I think this is a 1 situation. Got it. Alright, we could be dead here, because Mushin, but we'll see.
I'm back. Did we win yet?
I indexed and then won a side game on a future perfect.
Oh, I'm so proud of you.
And I resisted my urge to run Mushin cards.
What did you bid?
1.
Good.
All right.
I mean, yeah.
I also had the Atman for Kitsune, which has probably saved me from dying to a snare.
Yeah.
So we did lose a Temujin, however.
Okay. So we sure need to close out this game fast, don't we? There could be.
So let's draw. Oh, okay.
That's fine.
Okay, both of these cards are fine because we're just gonna do that. Like.
Yeah. Now, how much damage can they do to us if those are both agendas?
We ended the turn at 3 cards, and they at this exact same point. So
and we weren't dead.
And we weren't dead, so they're not both Ronins.
Yeah.
Like.
Yeah, because now, that's correct. They can't both be Ronin /
I think that might be a Cerebral Overwriter. But
do we have any info about what's in HQ?
No, I haven't run there.
Yeah, that's fair.
All right, draw.
Come on, server 4, but that's yeah.
I mean, we can run it.
Should we do it? I want to.
Let's do it. Let's get an extra card.
Yeah.
It's a Ronin that we definitely wanted gone. Put down daily casts.
Look at my beautiful instinct.
We do need Corroder.
Yeah.
We've got double indexing. We can get the Astro down next turn.
How come they have so much money? That's annoying.
Because we're not Criminal or Anarch.
Yeah.
It's probably a baddie.
This is all annoying. Oh, baddie, that's fun.
With the Kitsune? Because then you baddie that and say hit the snare.
Oh, this is so cool.
So let's draw. Let's diesel. Let's get that down. Let's get that down. And then we can pitch the other copy of Astro. We are now ready to end this game right now on the next indexing.
I would love to do that.
We just need a barrier breaker.
I love this Kitsune. That's exciting. I thought it was a chrysalis, just based on the little tiny art. But if you look closely, it is clearly
a fox demon.
Yeah.
Japanese fox demon.
It really isn't that clearly a Japanese fox demon from the art.
Now here, let me ask a stupid question. Okay, so let me ask a stupid question.
Yeah.
Obviously, Jackson could be on the table. Do we think one of these is an agenda?
Probably.
Because we have a ton of cards. Psychic Field is off. Of course, miserable, because then our last 2 indexings are gone.
Yeah. Is that enough to... I mean, we have this indexing plan that's pretty good. That's...
But if there's a Jackson on the table, that indexing plan isn't worth shit.
We could run HQ. Gosh, I sure don't know what to do. What do you want to do?
let us check server 6.
Oh, definitely. That's definitely the right play. There's no possible way that's a psychic field. Hey, good. We did it.
Let's check server 7 with that information.
Yeah, why not? Let's do the net Merkur trick.
There's a Cerebral Overwriter with no counters
I hope they
on
fire
it.
it. Nice, bold.
And then we're going to just gain a buck.
Yeah.
Because we do not run last click.
Yeah.
Now, our opponent is probably going to be hesitant to play agendas because they now know that we are willing to check on advanced cards.
Ah, but they know that we know that. Exciting.
Okay, so that's not a clone retirement. So I think...
It's not a Jackson either.
Yep, so I think we just index.
Let's do the thing. Now, if this is a Hokusai grid, that's going to be annoying, but fine.
But we'll be fine.
Whoa, pop-up window, cool.
It's going to be a Hokusai, I would imagine.
Yeah. It's not a... Oh, it's a Chrysium grid. They did it. All right, what's the top card?
Enforced Curfew. So we're going to trash Chrysium Grid. And since we don't need any real bucks, we're just going to go again.
Yeah, it's very rude. Wait, don't we need real bucks to... Oh, no, we can break the...
We can actually just break pop-up window.
This is extremely rude. They have successfully taxed us with 0 credits, and we are...
Okay, that could potentially just be game. So let's go ahead. Go back in.
Now, one thing that is... we might have wanted to draw with Netmerker, because we are... Well, we have a click, so we can draw a card.
Oh no, we're at 6 points. We don't win.
Oh, yeah. We should probably draw a card just because... So they cannot necessarily murder us. That's okay, we'll win later. We're fine. Or we'll die. That's also a reasonable possibility. That's not good. So if they have a show of force, that's not enough to kill us, I don't think. Oh, but if they have an early MP as well, we're dead. Oh, nice! What a cute joke.
They earned that. They earned that.
Yeah. I feel like I haven't played a lot of the Mushin Jinteki PE stuff. It seems fun to play. You get to sometimes win and sometimes lose horribly.
But yeah, so we went 3-2.
Yeah.
We did unfavorably against matchups we have unfavorable matchups against. And also, if I had taken your advice and used the Netmerker to draw 1 additional card, we would have survived that turn.
Yeah.
So that was pure pilot error. Our opponent played their outs very well there.
I mean, I think it's just evidence that I'm a much more experienced smoke player than you.
That's true. I just hate playing against net damage decks. But I don't have the money to justify putting feedback filter, and I don't have the MU for net shield.
Yeah. Oh yeah, our opponent is offering to show us what other cards they have, and why not?
Sure.
What are we guessing? Guess now, and you can't guess once.
I think server 2 is a Cerebral Overrider.
Oh, it must be an agenda. They're
That
both agendas. Oh no, we could have just won.
that's so funny. That's so funny.
Nice. Good
Oh
for
no,
them.
we wouldn't have been safe there because they just would have res the bioethics to shave us
No,
down.
we would have been safe because the game would be over. Oh, right. We would have been safe from death if we had. Nice. That's pretty spicy. They had the Jackson. That's cool.
All right. Everybody watching at home, thank you for joining us for another episode of Codebusting. Check out the deck; it's in the show notes, and there's also a link to the Patreon in there. Check it out. Every little bit helps. And if you have any feedback on the style of play or the deck, I'd love it because I'm always on a mission to try to make Smoke really good. So give me your feedback. And Sanjay, thank you for the red piloting tips.
Yeah, happy to help in all the ways that I can.
Yeah, and hopefully you got a little bit of enjoyment out of watching me, listening to my brain while I'm piloting Smoke.
Oh yeah, I think my favorite game was where we scored 7 points and 3 of them were fake.
Yeah, that was pretty rad.
Yeah. All right. Have a good night.
Yeah, everybody have a good night, and until we see you all again, always be running.